Thank you for tuning into the Phillip Scott Show. My name is Danielle DeVita, and I am a proud contributor. I came across a video where there is a content creator slash science teacher who posted a video and then received backlash after he had his students unbraid his hair. Now, before I post the video, I'm going to post the actual video that had the views where it went viral that caused him to end up getting fired, and then what he said after the fact. There's a few other videos where he kept saying stuff after the fact. Well, he doubled down, but I'm just going to post a portion of just one of them. So let me go ahead and play the video, and then I'll provide my commentary.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine, there was nothing wrong with what I was doing, and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video, and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out, and they all agreed. Number two, this was at the end of class. This week we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their STEM fair projects and presentations, I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of these were students from my class, but others were students from other classes. I wrote all of them a pass at the beginning of the class period, requesting their assistance 10 minutes before dismissal. I told the teachers only send them if all of their work was completed and they had good behavior. They all met the criteria, so 10 minutes before dismissal, they showed up for their job. My next point I'd like to make is if I was a female teacher, those people wouldn't be in the comments saying, oh, this is weird, this is inappropriate. Because me personally, I don't think there's anything weird about this. People are saying, oh, that's too intimate. To me, it's literally just hair. It doesn't have to be weird. Some people have never had cool teachers, and it shows. I personally believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that I care about them beyond the schoolwork and all the stuff that I have to make them do. I take the time to get to know my students outside of academics, because caring for the whole child is what's important. Some of these students have been with me since I was a substitute 4 years ago. They see me as a big brother or a father figure, as some of them say. And me, I don't want kids of my own, so all of these kids are literally my children. And in case you're wondering about their parents, most of them follow me on social media and always talk about my videos with their kids. They always tell me that they're so grateful that their kids have someone like me in their life. In my admin, they're well aware of my social media presence and they love my videos. To me, this is just another wholesome moment that I'm having with my kids that I was fortunate enough to catch on film. Since I'm a science teacher, one thing that I teach my students about is symbiosis. Symbiosis deals with the relationships between organisms. The type of relationship that I like to foster in my class is mutualism, or mutualistic relationship, which means both organisms benefit from the exchange. So when my students have good behavior, complete all their assignments, and do everything that a scholar is supposed to do, I reward them with downtime and just time to just be a kid, be on their phones, play games, gossip, so on and so forth. My students and I work hard and we play harder. I'm fortunate enough to have students that feel safe and comfortable around me, safe to come to me with their problems, their frustrations. They come to me seeking guidance and wisdom, or come to me simply to chill and hang out because they know that they have a safe space to be themselves around me. What I strive to do as an educator is be the teacher I wish I had grown up. I strive to be the teacher that makes my inner child happy, someone that my inner child will be proud of. I want to be the teacher that my students reflect back on 20, 30 years down the line and think like, dang, that teacher I had in middle school, he was the shit. No further questions, Your Honor. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. You think this was inappropriate or people are making something out of nothing? And although you are entitled to your opinion, all I ask is that you be respectful. Thank you. Amidst all the controversy that has come from this video that I posted, I wanted to come on here and read some of the messages that my students are sending me during some of the messages that they've been sending me. During this time, hey bestie, I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay.
All right. I want to preface this by saying I appreciate teachers who care. I appreciate, especially black male teachers, because we need a lot of it. Now, whatever he did very well could have been innocent. Now, we already know that the students have permission to be on camera, so that's not the issue about that. He mentioned also that at one point the principal came in while they were unbraiding his hair and why he couldn't get his hair unbraided, the night before and things like that. The issue here is it's not whether he perceived it as innocent, it's the fact that they're old enough to have feelings for him. Now, I was a substitute teacher years ago. And so I was 21. Even I knew, my parents even had to tell me, I knew that, being a substitute teacher for those who are middle and high school, you're going to get people, they see you young. So they're going to see you as a friend. And so I opted for staying with elementary. And so I did that for a year. I was a permanent sub for first grade class because that was better than being with an older crowd. Even now, I have a 9-year-old son, and I went for, mothers go to class with your Sunday. I did that, and he told me, "Oh, all the boys in the class were saying that you were pretty." Now he's 9, and this is what his friends are saying about me. So you don't know what's going on in the mindset of these girls that are unbraiding your hair. Or maybe it's not the girls who are unbraiding hair, but the other girls that you're interacting with, because he calls them, if you listen to this video or if you listen to other videos, he likes to call them besties. They call him bestie back or friend. He creates that dynamic where it doesn't appear to be a student-teacher relationship, but a friend relationship. And I think boundaries do need to be done. Again, and he was upset. He said in another video, if you're thinking the worst, then it's your mind that's in the gutter, right? It's something wrong with you and your mindset. And I don't think so. I think that people are saying that you don't know what the other person is thinking, what the other child. Now, I'm going to provide 2 other videos just to preference what I'm saying. So first, I'm going to show another video that he did. And the point to show this video is, just like he said, other teachers and parents looking at this video, he says his students look at this video. And this video they could be looking at, and who's to say that they're not seeing you in a different light now? So let me post that.
I have a question for my black men. Why do y'all decide to grow your hair out with no intention of learning how to do your hair? And then you walk around looking crazy while it's growing out, literally crazy for like 3-4 weeks until you find a girl to do your hair. When in that time, you could just go on YouTube like the rest of us. It's not that hard to twist. It really is 2-strand twists. I promise you can do it. I promise you can do it yourself.
Again, his shirt is off. He's tatted up. He is a handsome man. So people could easily be like, okay, well, a girl could have a crush on this person, right? And so you don't know the mindset of the other person. Again, I'm looking at this as innocent eyes. I'm happily married. I'm not crushing over this guy. But the fact is, I have eyes and I can see, right? And so other girls could see, especially if they consider you to be a friend more than a teacher. So that could be a blur in the line. So we need to, open up your eyes and understand where other people are coming from. You don't have to double down and get mad. Just, yes, it may have been innocent for you. I don't think that this guy should have got fired. Suspended maybe. Suspended for a week or 2. I don't think he should have been fired from this incident because it's a learning. It's something that you could learn from, but I don't think it should have fully affected his livelihood because, again, what he did is inappropriate, right? I wouldn't take my hair down. Even for me, I wouldn't take my hair down at work, right? Even if it was another girl helping do my hair. I just think the optics is wrong, and that's what we need to understand. It's the optics. It doesn't matter what really happened. It's not what actually happened. It's the optics. It's the perception. And I think you need to understand that. So I'm going to go ahead and play this other video. Anyone who knows me knows that my favorite show is A Different World. And this is also a show where something where you see a teacher who now you see him as a friend. You see him as this nice guy. So now you see him in a different light. And later on, she has a crush on him. So I'm not going to show that portion. But this is what led up to it. something very innocent, but it ended up appearing, the optics appeared inappropriate, and then she got feelings and had a crush on him. So I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of this. Hopefully this will help you understand where people are coming from. Again, later in the video, his wife, Whitley, the one that came in, was like, can I be next? She had to tell him later, you have to create a certain level of boundaries because they see you as young, they see you as nice, and you don't want people to get the wrong idea. Even though you're innocent, you don't know what's going on through their mind. Young girls are impressionable. So take it from a woman. I'm just trying to provide you the mindset of what a young girl, she could see a guy as young and impressionable, and you got to set boundaries. Even for me as a woman, I had to set boundaries from other people, no matter their age group, because even if they're in high school, they could still see you and have a crush on you, see you as someone who could be their friend, and you gotta establish those boundaries. That's why sometimes I have a issue with, shaking hands, hugging people sometimes, because these boundaries I'm trying to create. And sometimes we have to find a line so we don't appear to be aloof to people, right? Because the goal is, I'm always talking about being approachable, but there got to be some ways where you got to draw a line so there can be a level of professionalism or setting boundaries, because I'm a married woman and you are a male teacher around a lot of young girls, right? All right. So I wouldn't have my daughter playing in your hair, but yeah, playing in your hair, unbraiding your hair, doing your hair, whatever it is. I wouldn't have that kind of interaction. And hopefully you can learn and grow from this. Hopefully he does get his job back, but it'll be just a learning curve for him. All right, you guys tell me what you think about this. Do you think that, he should have been fired? He shouldn't? Do you think that it was inappropriate? Do you think it was innocent? Do you think that what I was saying, it doesn't matter if it was innocent on his end, it could be the children? Tell me your thoughts, comment, like, subscribe, share. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.